The office was buzzing with the usual Monday chaos, phones ringing, keyboards clacking, people pretending to look busy when the CEO walked by. But when he entered, silence fell. Everyone straightened up. Michael Reynolds, the youngest millionaire CEO in the city, known for his ruthlessness in business and perfection in everything he touched. No one dared to cross him. No one, except fate, and one kind-hearted woman named Emily. Emily had been working at Reynolds Industries for 3 years. She wasn't ambitious or flashy. She didn't gossip or chase promotions. She simply did her job with quiet dedication and a smile that softened the hardest of days. That smile would soon change everything, because one small act of compassion would put her face to face with Michael Reynolds in a way she never expected. It all started one rainy evening. The office was nearly empty when Emily noticed a little girl sitting alone in the reception area, her small hands covering her ears as the thunder rumbled outside. She looked terrified, rocking slightly, whispering something under her breath. Emily's heart clenched. "Hey, sweetheart, are you okay?" Emily asked gently, kneeling beside her. The little girl flinched but peeked through her fingers. "Too loud," she whispered, her voice trembling. Emily recognized the signs. She'd volunteered at a community center once, where she learned about autism. Without thinking, she took off her scarf and wrapped it around the girl's shoulders, creating a little cocoon of warmth. "It's okay," she murmured. "You're safe here. Let's count together, yeah? 1, 2, 3, the child began to calm down. Emily stayed with her until a man came rushing in, his expensive shoes splashing water across the lobby floor. His expression, cold, powerful, and unreadable, melted into shock when he saw the girl. "Lila," he breathed, kneeling to hug her tightly. "Sweetheart, I'm so sorry." Emily stood, suddenly realizing who he was. Michael Reynolds. He looked up, his sharp blue eyes locking onto hers. "Who are you?" Emily. "I work here." She was scared, so I stayed with her until, but before she could finish, his assistant rushed in, whispering something about a board meeting running late and the child wandering off from the daycare floor. Michael gave a curt nod, thanked Emily quickly, and left with his daughter. Emily thought that was the end of it. The next morning, her supervisor called her into the office. "Emily," he said, not meeting her eyes, "we have to let you go." Her stomach dropped. "What? Why? You left your post without authorization. You interacted with the CEO's child without permission. You violated company protocol." Tears burned behind her eyes. She was crying. She was scared. "I'm sorry," her boss muttered. Orders came from the top. Emily packed her things quietly, heartbroken. She had no idea that somewhere above, Michael Reynolds had no clue what had just been done in his name. That night, as he tucked Lila into bed, she whispered something that shattered him. "Daddy, the nice lady helped me. The one with the scarf. Where is she?" He froze. "What lady, sweetheart?" "The one who made the thunder go away." Michael frowned. He asked around the next morning, and when he learned that Emily had been fired for helping his daughter, something inside him twisted with guilt and anger. For years, people only did things for him because of his money, his power. No one had ever done something kind without expecting something in return. That evening, as Emily walked out of the building with her box of belongings, soaked from the rain, a black car pulled up beside her. The tinted window rolled down, and there he was. "Michael Reynolds, Miss Carter," he said, stepping out with an umbrella in hand. "We need to talk." She blinked through her tears. "If this is about what happened, it is," he interrupted gently. "And about what shouldn't have happened." He took the box from her hands and nodded toward the car. "Please. Let me give you a ride." Inside the car, silence filled the air. He studied her, her tired eyes, her trembling hands. She looked fragile, yet strong in a way he couldn't describe. "You helped my daughter," he said softly. "You didn't have to. You could have walked away." She was scared. Emily replied. No child should be alone like that. He nodded slowly. They fired you for that. It's okay, she whispered, though her voice cracked. I'll figure something out. Michael's jaw tightened. No. You shouldn't have to. I gave an order to review staff conduct, not to punish compassion. He looked away, ashamed. I didn't know. The car stopped in front of a quiet cafe. He gestured for her to join him inside. Let me make this right. Over coffee, Michael listened to Emily talk about her life, how she worked 2 jobs, how she dreamed of becoming a special education teacher, how she never had time for herself. For the first time in years, Michael felt something stir inside him, empathy. He realized how isolated his own success had made him. He reinstated Emily's job the next day, but not in her old position. He created a new one, Director of Employee Wellness, a department dedicated to making his company more humane, but the story didn't end there. As weeks passed, Lila began to open up more. She asked for Miss Emily every morning before school. Emily became part of their world, helping Lila navigate her emotions, helping Michael understand his daughter's needs. Slowly, walls began to crumble. One evening, after a charity event for autistic children, Michael found Emily standing outside, looking up at the stars. Thank you, he said quietly. She turned. For what? For showing me what it means to care, he said. For my daughter. And for people like you. Emily smiled softly. Sometimes it just takes one person to make another see the world differently. He stepped closer, his gaze warm. You've done that for me. And in that moment, under the soft glow of city lights, with the sound of laughter in the distance, 2 people who had lived in separate worlds finally met in the same one. Michael no longer saw her as just an employee. He saw her as the reason he began to believe in second chances, and for Emily, the woman who had lost everything for a simple act of kindness, she found something far more powerful than any job: purpose, belonging, and a love that healed in silence, because sometimes, the smallest act of compassion can change not only a life, but a heart that had forgotten how to feel. And when he walked up to her that rainy night and said, "You're not fired, you're the reason I'm changing everything," the world didn't just shift for them. It began again.